Welcome to DFC's Student Loan Application Portal. This portal has been specifically designed to help students apply for their student loans completely online. There's some things to know about it, and this tutorial is going to show you how to sign up and how to submit your application. First off, please note the following. For students under 18, you must complete this online application with a parent or guardian. They would need to provide financial information and upload legal documents. DFC's education loans are available to Belizeans and Belizean residents only. DFC provides student loans for vocational training, internships, tertiary and higher education only. We do not provide loans for primary school or high school students. After your complete submission has been received, a DFC representative will respond to you in 1 business day. You will receive a formal response if your application has been approved or denied between 10 to 23 business days. If approved, disbursement of your loan follows. You can click here to see the list of requirements you would need for this student loan application. The document looks like this. This includes a list of important documents you are required to provide and should have digital copies readily available to be uploaded. We recommend completing your application on a laptop, desktop, or tablet. It is not designed to be filled out on a small phone or mobile device. So let's get started. To create an account, click on Create Account. This will take you to your Create Account page. Here, you will create your online account. One user account can be used to create multiple student loan applications. For example, if a parent is creating applications for multiple children, they're able to do so from one single account. They're able to do this both now and in the future. Once you've completed and submitted your account information, an email will be sent to your email address provided, and you will need to verify your account. Be sure to check your spam folder for the email because it may not readily appear in your inbox. Due to the responsiveness of our application, we recommend using Google Chrome only to fill out and complete your application form. Now as we scroll down, you would select the area that you are located in, and this will be the branch that your application will be routed to. So if you live in the Cayo district, your application would be routed to the Cayo branch, Corozal or Orange Walk if you select those locations. Please ensure you fill in the field exactly as the information is requested. For example, cell phone, you would put 501, your 3-digit and then the 4-digit number. You can copy and paste the numbers into the other number fields if it is only one phone number you have. You fill in the other information, select I am not a robot, and then you click to create your application. Once you have clicked to create your application, a confirmation email will be sent to your email address provided, and you will need to verify your account. Please again check your spam folder to see if your confirmation email had gone to your spam folder. You would then be directed to the login screen. You will enter your email and your password, and then you would click sign in to sign in. If you forget your password, you can simply click forgot password, enter the email that you used, click reset. Again, an email confirmation will be sent to your email where you verify, and you will be able to reset your password. So now let's log into the actual application dashboard. Welcome to the dashboard. Let's first familiarize yourself with the dashboard features. Here we have some banner advertising from the DFC. In the upper right hand corner, this little bell denotes when you would get a message from a DFC representative who is handling your application. Here is where you can access your profile to be able to change your information, your password. There are several locations where you can create a new application. Create new application here, create new application here, or to the bottom you can click to create a new student loan application here. There's some important things to note when creating your student loan application. Here's what you need to know. 1. Your student loan application comprises of 5 sections: your education program data, your student profile data, the borrower profile, the selection of your guarantors, and the guarantor forms, which is to be completed privately by your guarantors. 2. Again, you can access the list of requirements here. Again, that is this document. Number 3, to be able to successfully submit a loan application, all information and all upload documents must be provided. Number 4, incomplete loan applications. Let's say if you start your application but you don't complete it immediately, they're automatically saved in your customer dashboard for up to 4 weeks only. If all sections are not completed within 4 weeks, your loan application information will be deleted and you will need to re-enter all information if you would want to apply. Number 5, your application will be reviewed by DFC until you have submitted a complete online student loan application form, meaning all sections completed and all required upload documents have been uploaded. Number 6, once successfully submitted, you will be able to view the status of your application in your customer dashboard, which is located here: incomplete, submitted, processing, approved or denied, and dispersed. The status is located right here. Number 7, after you have submitted a complete student loan application, you will be notified by DFC within 10 to 15 business days via email and telephone if your application has been approved or denied. Number 8, you can create a new student loan application at any time by clicking on Create New Student Loan Application button in your dashboard. However, once you have created a student loan application, it will appear here. You should not click on the Create New Application every time you log into your portal. Once you have created one application, you can access that application to be completed in your dashboard down here, and you would click on the application here. Now we are in the application section. It comprises of several tabs: your education program tab, the minor profile. The minor profile tab appears if you enter a date and it specifies that you are below 18 years old. If you are 18 years or above, the minor tab will not appear. You have the loan applicant profile tab, you have the guarantor or realty surety tab, and then you have the submit application, which becomes available only when your application has been completed. Let's start off with the education program data tab. You enter your academic data, the education institution, your period of study, all the other fields and details. Here you can select several financing methods. Multiple selections can be made. If you have a scholarship, you would select scholarship. If you have part of the financing by yourself, you can select self. And if you're also requesting financing via DFC loan, you would equally click DFC loan. This section is where you enter the information about the financing that you would need. This section here on your left is for financing which is from a scholarship or from yourself. And on the right hand side, you would enter the financing that you would need from DFC. If it's to cover for your tuition and school fees, for your books and supplies, for boarding and lodging, traveling, any personal expenses, and then this will automatically tabulate to the total cost of study. This section is where you will upload your documents, some of your documents which are needed. For example, the acceptance letter from the institution, the detailed cost estimate, proof of financial assistance that is optional if you have it, any other necessary documents, the detailed course sequence which is provided by the school, and any proof of savings if that is available. Also note to the bottom, please click to confirm you have completed the section. This button is located at the bottom of the form as well as the top. This is to verify. Before you move on to another section, you click on this button and it will highlight in red if you are missing data from any of the fields. You would be able to enter that data to ensure you have completed this section before moving on to another. This is the minor profile. Again, if you're under 17, this information would need to be provided for the minor. Of note, we have this section which stipulates, please confirm if you are a politically exposed person or referred to as a PEP. That is, if you are a relative of, associate of, or a person who has been entrusted with public functions in Belize and or abroad, either now or any time in the past. You would select if you are yes or a no response to this question. So you would simply select yes or no. This is both for the minor profile section as well as the loan applicant section. Here you just enter your contact information and the reference contact that you will provide for a person in your application. Then you move on to the loan applicant profile. If the student is a minor, the parent or guardian or sponsor is required to complete this section. That parent, guardian, or sponsor will be considered the official loan applicant for the student loan. And 3, will have to secure other parties to serve as the guarantors or provide surety for the loan. So for example, if you are applying for a child who is below 18, then the parent is going to be considered the loan applicant, and as such, they would have to then get another person to serve as the guarantor. We understand that this part might contain some privileged information, and as such, the parent or the person who will serve as a loan applicant can choose to fill out this form privately by selecting yes if they want to fulfill it privately. They enter their email address and then they will be able to send this form to the borrower, who can then fill out the information privately. If no, the application can be filled out here. This section is for the applicant's personal profile. You enter your information as required. Some information you will select and it will open up additional fields for you to provide. Some of the documents will also need to be uploaded in these sections. For example, your ID, you would select to choose a file. Scroll down, you will enter your contact information. You would enter the information for a reference. Here you will have to provide now financial information. This is why we say for a person who is 18 or under, they may need the assistance of their parents to be able to complete this application. The next tab is the guarantor or real estate surety selection. Now, what makes a person eligible to be a guarantor? Here is what you need to know. A guarantor must be of good financial standing and creditworthy. His or her net worth must be equivalent to the loan amount or greater. At the end of the loan repayment, the guarantor cannot be above 70 years old, meaning if you are getting a loan and you will pay off the loan within 3 years, at the end of the 3 years, the guarantor would have to be less than 70 years old. 3. Pension proceeds cannot be used to guarantee loans. So a pensioner whose only proceeds are from their pension cannot serve as a guarantor. 4. Guarantors need to be employed or self-employed and provide proof of income for a minimum of 6 months. 5. To be eligible, a guarantor's debt ratio shall not exceed 35% of their monthly income, meaning 35% of a guarantor's income needs to be free from any type of debt. 6. 2 persons from the same household cannot serve as guarantors for the same loan. So for example, if you are a student, both of your parents cannot serve as the guarantor for your loan. Number 7. Each guarantor shall sign a DFC credit check authorization and a blank salary or bank deduction order. Again, this is for the surety of the loan. 8. Upon approval of a loan, the guarantor is required to sign the letter of offer along with the legal documents, including promissory notes. 9. Very important. A guarantor is legally responsible to pay the borrower's loan if the borrower stops paying for his or her loan. Here is where the guarantor, because the desired amount is $7,000, one email address field pops up for the guarantor. You would enter the email address for the guarantor, and what happens is that an email will be sent to them. They will click to accept and they will then be directed to fill out their form. If it's 2 guarantors which is required for the loan, then you will need to enter the email of both guarantors. Equally, a real estate collateral can be used to serve as a security for any type of loan. So if that is not needed, you would remain with the selection no. If it is needed, you can select yes, and then you would be able to upload the title or lease for that application. Equally, what would be needed would be the property tax for that property, which you are going to be providing as security for the loan. Only after they have completed and submitted their forms would you then be able to access the submit application tab and be able to submit your completed application. You would need to communicate with your borrower or your guarantor to ensure that they complete and submit their sections of the application. You will not be able to submit a complete application until they do so. Only after the DFC has received a complete application will we be able to access your application for review and consideration for approval. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial for the use of DFC's loan application portal. We hope that this makes it easier for you to be able to submit all the information which is required for us to be able to process your student loan application. Thank you for taking the time to review this tutorial, and we wish you all success and all the best with your application.